Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the studio and welcome back to another plugin video. This time it's a free one, and as the title suggests, it is from KSHMR. Now, you may remember I went through the KSHMR Essentials plugin, the full plugin review that I did. I'll show you that over here. Yeah, so basically I went through it and said, this is what I thought. Actually, I said that I wasn't going to be using it and I was probably going to stop paying for it. Now that is, I'm going back on my word. So I'm going to be honest, I changed my mind. I do really like this plugin and I do actually end up using it on a fair few things. The main thing I do use it on though is the kick. And lo and behold, we have a free version from KSHMR, which is available on their website, Dharma Worldwide. So you just have to click on the plugins section once you log in, and down there they've got the free Essentials Kick version for you to download Mac or PC. So I've done that. I've got it here. If we download and have a look, we've got the KSHMR Essentials Kick. It looks exactly like the other one. It's just the Kick version, and they've given you a cheeky little upgrade button up there to upgrade to the full version. But this is free, so why not grab it and why not start using it? I have brought in a kick loop that I made from one of my kicks, and I've also chucked in an EQ8 so we can see what key the kick is in, so we can have a quick look. So we can see it peaking there at the G was down here with the letter. So if we peaking at G, just the top part of the frequency that's pulsing there, you can check on the EQ and find out what note that is. So that means our kick is sitting at G in the G note. So if we then come over to the Essentials Kick, I'll bring that down so we can see this. We select the note, by doing this, G, and then we can push up as much sub as we need. Now this one actually has a fair bit of sub anyway, so we'll just have a play around and let you hear what it does. It just adds in that note, in the G note, in the sub, to really emphasize it if you're missing some. You may want some headphones to listen to that to feel the low end, but you can see it on the EQ8 down there. It was really pushing up that low end in the subs. I think this kick's pretty strong with subs, so we might just leave that down the bottom as it is. It needs a little bit more top end and some mids, so we might push the mids up. I'll make it extreme so you can hear what it sounds like. I think a little bit more low mids just to sort of bump in that punchiness in there, so that's quite nice. So the air is adding that top layer, the top frequencies, the ones that are sort of what I would call like the beta on the drum, the actual connection. So that's what this is. About 40% we're going to go on that one. The transients, now obviously this one's a click, the top click of the kick, and we want that to push through and really punch through, especially this particular kick. A little bit more on there. Now, if we jump down to the bottom layer, you've been through these before with me if you saw the last video, but we've got tape. That's essentially putting on some tape saturation onto the kick. Huge amounts can give you that sort of lo-fi feel, or if you're going for something really creative. But if you want just a standard little bit of additional tape saturation on your kicks, maybe 10% is probably what I'd advise for this particular one. So you can hear it gets crushed a fair bit, like once you start pushing that tape up towards 100%. So we might dial it back down to sort of 20. Pressure is like a multi-band compression, whereby it's sort of just evening, like putting the pressure on, essentially just to kind of even out the frequency layers. So let's have a listen. So it adds a fair bit of guts to it as well. It's sort of evening out the layers. You can put on a final bit of compression and change the width, make it a bit wider kick as well. I usually just put in 5 to 10% compression just to kind of tame those additional things that I've done. Although that's often not necessary with a lot of the samples that we have these days because they're pretty decent samples. So we might leave that on just 10% just to kind of show you. And then what we're going to do is A/B and show you the difference. So this is what we started with. And this is with it. So we've amped up the sound a little bit, added some crispy transients, some beat ahead. We didn't add too much sub, but we rounded off with a little bit of tape saturation and compression to round out the kick. Now you can play around with those, but that's a much better way of sort of just slightly changing your kick if it's almost there, rather than sifting through thousands of samples to find another one. I am a big advocate of just changing the kick if it's not working, but this is if you just need those tiny little adjustments. And it's a free plugin, so why not? I'll link it in the description down below. There is a full link that you can go and grab that. All you have to do is sign up to Dharma Worldwide or log in with Spotify or something like that. Easy peasy. They've got some really good stuff on there, by the way. I haven't checked it out too much, but similar to sort of Splice in the way that that's setting up. So that looks really cool. But go and get out the KSHMR Essentials Kick version if you haven't got it already. As I said, the full Essentials version I'll link at the end of this video as well, so you can see the original version. But otherwise, happy music making, hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you again for another video. See you again soon. Bye.